Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back in a brand new video on the channel. We are back with question and answers. After a long time we didn't do these. Question and answer, we are back, and there are actually so many questions, so this video will be split in two different parts. So part one is this one, and then the other part I'm gonna release after a few days, weeks. By the way, let's enjoy. Let's start with the first question. Do you ever use someone's ideas for your own edits? Absolutely. I think everybody should do this. I use, yes, some ideas obviously for my edits, some other ideas for my edits, and I think it's completely fine in doing that if you're not copying completely the edit. But yeah, I do, and I think if an idea is working, why shouldn't you do the same? Like, you shouldn't copy the song, the text, the CC, all to do the exact same edit, but the idea of that edit, I think if it's a good idea, you should copy it. Maybe give a credit, maybe not. To be honest, there is no point in giving credit if it's not the exact same, my opinion. But yeah, I just copy someone ideas sometimes because I think if some ideas is really good, why shouldn't you? What's the most underrated channel in your opinion? Well, that's a pretty abstract question, actually, because that depends on the type of the channel, obviously, but you're meaning obviously surely F1 edits. I can't say a channel because there is maybe another channel that is underrated, overrated, etc. What I can say is that if some channels has 100 subscribers, even if they're doing the best F1 edits, and one channel has 20k subscribers, even if it doesn't do the best F1 edits, there is a reason behind it. It's not only luck and etc. You don't only have to make good edits, but you need to understand what contents are giving you the most views, most engagement from the community, what contents are working more, when to post contents, how much content to post. I always said consistency is key, and I still think about it, even if I'm not very consistent in this period. But yeah, that's why. So I can't say a channel because there will be some other channels that are underrated. But yeah, just is not luck, is not like all the channels are fairly rated in my opinion because they did something to arrive there. So in my opinion, no underrated, no overrated channels. Just you have to work hard basically to reach very high numbers. Dream car. How is it like to be a Ferrari fan? Favorite song, album, favorite food? Alright, some more than one question actually. Alright, so dream car, I would say a Ferrari because I'm Italian, I'm a Ferrari fan. So a Ferrari for sure. I would say the F40 maybe, old style car, but that I pretty love. To be honest, I would say the F40 or maybe the SF90, always from Ferrari. These are the very true dream car. But also, maybe a Porsche 911 is very good and that I pretty like in general. Then, how is it like to be a Ferrari fan? It's painful, it's sad. Luckily, there is Kimi Antonelli now, so if Ferrari is going bad, I can support him, apart from the Imola weekend. But yeah, as disappointing, obviously, because you maybe every year or a lot of years, you think, okay, we can maybe fight for a championship and everything. Like this year, I was really. If you watch my prediction on the other channel, I said that Ferrari could really fight for the championship, and then you every time have these bad cars, not consistent cars to all the years and etc. So it's painful. Favorite song, album. I don't have a really favorite song, but I have a favorite singer, that is Travis Scott. I pretty like in general rap, American rap in particular, so that's mostly it. But I don't have a particular best song, but all of his songs are pretty good, to be honest. Favorite food, I would say I'm Italian, so pasta or pizza. To be honest, I think pizza, but also pasta is really good. Like pasta, you can do with whatever you want. Pizza as well. With pasta is much more various and etc. So that's why I'm gonna say pizza. Would you rather be a team principal or a race engineer? Love your edits from India. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Would you rather be a team principal or race engineer? That's a pretty good question. Like, I think like I should try them both before choosing it actually, but I don't have the possibility to try them for the moment. If someone wants a team principal or a race engineer in Formula 1 or also in Formula 2, Formula 3, Formula 4, I'm here guys, just contact me. By the way, I think race engineer is pretty good because you really get into the driver, into the strategies and etc. Team principal, yeah, I think I would choose race engineer because you are much more into the race. Race engineer is more, team principal is more like managing the team in general. I would say race engineer because you're getting more and more into the racing aspect, to be honest. But yeah, if you want a team principal as well, I'm open for it. If you were to edit in a different niche, what niche would you choose? Can be another motorsport category. Okay. When I started YouTube, I started editing also rugby edits. I was editing rugby edits and Formula 1 edits, but there's another question much more into detail after I said I saw in this video, so I will explain it much better later on. Maybe rugby, but I don't think so, to be honest, because I don't follow like all the rugby matches and etc. So I don't think I will really get into it. I would, if it's an option, like F1, F124 edits, something like that, maybe, but I don't think it really counts, to be honest. If not that, yeah, some gaming edits maybe, or at this point another motorsport category. So I'm gonna choose WEC, maybe to do some edits about it. I might do, and yeah. Just it. Who is your favorite driver and team? As I said, I'm Italian, so absolutely Charles Leclerc and Ferrari. And I will explain this later on with another question. What's the most overrated race win ever? And who's the most overrated driver ever? Alright, so to say ever is pretty difficult for me because I'm pretty young, as you can see. So I didn't follow all the past races and etc. So in particular for the most driver overrated ever, and also yeah, the most overrated win ever is pretty tough to see. I can say pretty overrated wins are overrated. Do you mean luck or do you mean overrated? I can't really say one. Let me think a bit about it. One, I would say maybe I'm gonna get a bit of hate for this, but I would say the 2024 Miami of London Norris. Can I say it? Maybe, but I don't know because he just won, okay, this second Verstappen, but he had a lot of luck, and not a lot of people are talking about this, to be honest. We're talking about this, to be honest. But yeah. And to be honest, maybe also the Gasly 2021 in Monza. I don't know, he just got a bit of luck there as well, to be honest, with the strategy and etc. Then he managed to win, ahead of Carlos Sainz, but Carlos was faster, like another 1 or 2 laps, and he should have overtaken him. And that is also a pretty overrated win, to be honest. What is your opinion on pineapple pizza? Jack F1, fuck off. I never tried it, so I can't say anything. As an Italian, I think I will never try it. That's all I think I can say about it. How did you start your editing career? For example, why did you decide to start editing? Well, that's a pretty good question. Basically, I followed F1 since 2019, then I stopped watching because there was pandemic and etc. I started again watching in 2022 by I like Australia when Ferrari was strong, and when I started watching it, actually Ferrari fall down. Amazing. I'm very lucky. But yeah, from that year I started watching a lot of F1, like all the races and etc. From that year I got lots into F1, and I always had the passion of doing edits, like not proper edits, but doing videos in general. I'm always been passionate of doing videos. I did some videos just for fun with my cousins, with my brother, and etc. Just because I love doing videos. I always loved doing videos, and so I started making some edits that I never published. Like I published when I opened the channel, but I did like some videos, and then I asked my mother, can I open a YouTube channel to post these edits? And she said yes. And from that moment, it's just history, I would say. What's your favorite game to play off-stream camera? Alright, not a bad question, pretty good question. Basically, I play games almost only in live. When I'm off live, I don't play games. I edit or doing some other things, mainly for the channel or for the streams, but I don't really play games. Sometimes I try to go with my friend in Assetto Corsa because it's an amazing game. But yeah, sometimes we play some cheeky free games on Steam with my friends as well. So like Supermarket Together we played some other things pretty cool for free, obviously, because we don't want to spend monies. I would like to play a lot of more games. I sometimes go on ACC as well, R Factor. Yeah, these are the main games. Still a lot of racing games, but mainly I play F124 and mainly I play it in live. When did you start watching Formula 1 and what sparked the love for it? I started watching F1, the first race I've ever watched on the TV was Monza 2019. So as an Italian like me, you could imagine as the first race to watch, it was incredible. Because the day before, this is, oh my god, a lot of luck, if we can say, and etc. that it all aligned to me to watch F1. The day before, I listened to the radio. Tomorrow there is the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Monza, live for free on TV. And I said, why don't watch it? Let's try and watch it. I don't know. Maybe. Ferrari was starting on pole with Charles Leclerc, as you know. From lap 1 to lap 53, I was there watching the Grand Prix. At the end, Charles Leclerc won in front of the Ferrari fans. And how couldn't I fall in love with this sport? After 9 years, Ferrari wasn't winning in Monza. Leclerc won in front of Ferrari, in front of Italian fans. That was just love. I couldn't not love F1. What is the best thing about Formula 1? That's a really random question. That's a really open question. That's a really, generic question. What is the best thing about F1? I don't know, because there are so many things, to be honest. But as an Italian, I really see all the passion of the peoples. Really, the passion of the peoples is amazing. The passion, like me, the passion of the others. When I went in Monza, for example, as you know, in 2023 and 2024, there are 2 vlogs dedicated on the channel where I went to Monza, in those 2 years. But yeah, that's probably the best thing, to see all those passion from the tifosi in my thing. This one right here is the brand new Monza 3D LED circuit made by Turbo Labs. Choose from all the 24 tracks on the calendar, and if you're about to get one, make sure to use the link in the description and use code MINGE at the checkout to an additional 20% off. Who or what inspired you the most for edits? Where did you learn? How long did it take to learn? How long does it take to usually make an edit? 4 questions here as well. So who or what inspired you the most for edits? Shao Watts. I would say Shao Watts. And I still really respect him and etc. I always said him. Lots of people actually are saying he's overrated, but I will talk again about the thing I said before in the other questions. Overrated, underrated, I think he is fairly rated, obviously, as I said, with all the peoples, because he was the first one to make consistent good F1 edits. And so not because he makes still edits on CapCut, now he's overrated, because for example I or some others make better F1 edits, because back in the day he was consistent, in particular consistently making F1 edits every day and etc. So again, lots of respect for Shao Watts, as I always say. Where did you learn? What do you mean? Like, okay, probably from myself, mostly for myself at the beginning. Then when I switched in particular to After Effects, I learned a lot from YouTube. Like I learned everything from YouTube. On CapCut, at the beginning, I learned by myself. Then some tutorials, in particular on TikTok. But yeah, how long does it take to usually make an edit? Really depends on the edit, as I always say. Can take also 30 minutes in total, or even less if it's a very easy edit, and etc. But it can take also a few days to complete an edit like that. And it's pretty disappointing when, for example, an edit that you edited a lot for a lot of days doesn't get any very good views. So yeah, that's one of the most disappointing thing about doing this. Okay, alright, 33 questions. Oh my god, 31 minutes of recording. Crazy. This will be split in 2 episodes, so amazing. By the way, yeah, these were the answers. I really remember you Turbo Print Labs that produces this amazing 3D circuit. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, it's been a pleasure. Cheers!